Hi, John.
Hi. All right. So yeah, I was going through the whole thing. You asked my mind if it's at peace. It says, of course not.
Of
I was
course.
like, does it want to be at peace? Like, well, no. It's got a lot of stuff it's got to figure out.
Hmm.
And um, so like what's been on I guess it's mine lately, my mind lately is that I guess I've been very, very worried lately about I guess I have a bookkeeping business. And I'm just worried with all like the technology that's coming out. I'm like, with the AI, I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be out of a job? And so then my mind is trying to figure this out. And it's like, I can't, but as we've been working, and I know that, well, they don't have control. Like things happen as they happen. And so it's frustrating to the mind that it's, um, things are happening. I can't control them, but there's just these scary scenarios. Just my mind just keeps putting them in front of me.
Hmm. Let's acknowledge that. Thank you. Thank you, Mind, for sharing. You're wonderful. And thank you for trying to figure it all out. You're great, Mind. And let's ask you then, what are you trying to achieve with all these scary scenarios?
And it always comes to the same thing: safety.
Safety. So the more scenarios you create, the safer you feel. How does that work? Hmm.
See, that's what it gets like. It's like it's puzzle where it's like, even though I'm seeing I'm seeing more where I'm not controlling things, but it just feels like, but I gotta control something. And so it
Aha.
just feels like, okay, I may be pushing myself into the right kind of action because I am doing or things are where I feel like, all right, going in a direction. It's not like I'm just sitting back and just like whatever happens, happens. But but my mind just feels like, oh, it's gotta push me. I gotta keep I have that to have that uneasy feeling, because if I don't have that uneasy feeling, it's not going to I'm just gonna just sit back and just pretend everything is okay.
And when you have that uneasy feeling, what's then?
What's what?
What's then? Is it okay? Is it better than,
Is it okay?
yeah.
I know. Oh, it's not it's not fun, but I'm noticing it more now. Before I wouldn't even notice it, but now I'm like, oh, I'm not I'm acknowledging it, but not really uh, I should say like really being pushed as much by it as I used to
Mhm.
before. But it's just noticing it there that my mind's just not doesn't want me to rest, doesn't like this whole I'm not that I'm not like working 24/7.
Okay, well, we can see that, if you want to become very good at something or anything, let's say play a piano, there is effort involved and practicing involved and learning more complicated pieces and, you know, fingers training. There is that tension. Of course, there is. It's like pushing yourself.
Mhm,
That's part of it. There's nothing wrong with that.
mhm,
You can acknowledge that.
mhm,
But when it's pushing and judging and putting you down, that's something to look at because that
mhm,
that tension can be there.
mhm,
It's like there is stress that is functional and stress that is dysfunctional.
mhm.
Like right amount of stress is, yeah, it's going to get us out of the chair and start doing things.
Mhm,
That kind of stress or tension is great. It's needed.
mhm.
Is it that kind of stress or is it stress that is seems like over the top, not necessary, just putting you down, bringing the energy, draining, getting you
No,
tired?
it feels like the over the top. It's stressful because it's not joyful, or it doesn't feel like oh, this is what I enjoy doing, and so I'm gonna, this is what I'm gonna do. But because, yeah, it's not fun.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
hear you.
no.
So let's ask the mind, say, mind, and how do you want to live? What do you want? Do you want to stress yourself over the top, or do you want to meet the challenge, do what's necessary, and meet another challenge and do what's necessary in a peaceful way, calm way?
See, it feels like how, I don't know how to meet the challenge, but not be stressed about it. That's
Aha. Yeah, let's show the mind. Let's show it, okay? Okay, so you can maybe close your eyes for a
Mhm.
little bit here. And let's feel into that challenge that is in front of you, trying to figure everything out, including AI and how to work. So much going on. Just feel that stress or that energy, that unease. Have you got it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. And where is it in the body or in the system?
See, it's in two places, generally in my chest, and also it's like my jaw. Like I feel that
Ah,
nervous
okay.
energy.
Yeah. Well, say hello, hello there. I see you. I see you and I acknowledge you, and you are welcome here. And thank you so much for showing up. You are valid. And I see you're working so much. So thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Is it okay to feel it?
Yes,
Is it safe to feel it?
yes.
Yes. Okay. I just give it more space and a little bit more time. Yeah, hold it in attention. Don't need to do anything with it. It's not here to be fixed. It's here to be felt. And can you ask that energy? What do you want the most?
Just peace.
Peace. Ah, say, yes, I agree. Wouldn't that be nice? I agree. I have full permission to be at peace. Ask it, are you ready to relax and rest and be at peace? Are you ready?
It says no because it still has to figure things out.
Aha, I see. Ask it, what do you have to figure out right now, right this moment? What do you have to figure out?
This moment. See, this is that prodding. It because it's like it feels like, well, at this moment, no, nothing needs to be figured out, and yet it's saying like, no, you have to uh do research, figure out what you're going to do with the business.
Right now?
Yeah. It just feels like that's like why, like it's like okay, like that it's
Yeah, you can figure it all out a bit later, but right now, this question is right now. Just for a little bit. To put all these worries and work on pause, it will be here later when you come back. Would that be okay?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So ask it again. Are you ready to rest?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And are you ready right now? Right this moment?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say you are already free. You can rest as deeply and as long as you want. You are already free. You don't need to do anything. Just watch. Stay with it.
So yeah, there's like a lot of there's that feeling of peace, and that's that small little part of it that's just trying to like hold on, like wait, can't fully let go, but
Yeah.
still I can still feel like that's general, feeling of peace.
Mm-hmm. And how's the energy in the jar doing?
Yeah, it's not as intense as it was before. It's the little remnants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's how you can play with it on your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit like having a negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get it to rest for a little bit, and next time rest a little bit, and next time rest a little bit, over time,
Yeah.
it comes back to the natural state. And
Mm-hmm.
still, there are things to figure out and business to run. It's that part is not going to be lost to run away. It's just that unnecessary over the top tension gets to relax. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to deal with everyday situations.
Right. Yeah, because it just feels like when I, I'm stuck in this thought loop, it's like I think of the worst things, and it just feels like I don't make the best decisions.
Mm-hmm.
See I don't see clearly because everything is doom and gloom, and it's like why even bother?
Yeah, I'm with you. And this say thought loop, which means if thought comes in or story comes in, the body responds to that story. Then there's a feeling now, and then that feeling feeds the story, and the story is describing the feeling and trying to fight that feeling. And it's just a whole enchilada. It seems like there's no way out, but there's a way out. And the quickest one, what I found, is by paying attention to the energy in the body. Yeah, we can work with thoughts on the thought level and ask if that's true and take, let's say Byron Katie sheets and fill that out. It's helpful. But in that thought loop, if you remember that just to check in with the energy, you start deeply looking at the energy that is already here. It's not somewhere out there. I need to catch it or find it. It's already present. So you can start looking at it, and just by acknowledging it first and really saying, I see you, creates that gap. I'm not you. You're not me. I am here. I see you. I acknowledge you're here. And you are welcome. That changes the relationship with that energy from the unconscious, get out of here. I don't want to feel this. And what can I do to stop it? To, oh, it's happening. It's here. It's okay. Yeah, it's safe. Of course, it's safe. I'm here. That energy is here. We are both safe. That's okay. And if you can turn that into welcoming and into honoring, just acknowledging that this energy here is not random, it's here as a response to the thought. And that response is a natural response to that kind of thought, which is not something that you learn, but which was inbuilt. It's like the software of the system, how to respond to that kind of thought with this kind of emotional response or body sensation. So you acknowledge that ancient mechanism that is at work here, this intelligence that is here. And then from here, you can establish a friendly conversation, like really wanting to figure out what this energy wants, or how it wants to be, or what's holding it here. So it's no longer you. You're not identified with that, but you are here to serve it, to be of service, to invite it to get itself comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very helpful.
Yeah. And that's what allows that energy to go from tightness to lightness. Just like, oh, I've been seen. I've been seen. I'm acknowledged. Oh, I can breathe. I can be, I belong. Yeah. And another important point is that once the energy is here, it came in by itself. So my trying to push it away or getting rid of it, it's not going to work. It came in by itself. So it only can self-release or self-liberate or do whatever it does by itself. It's not my job to fix it. I'm not here to fix it. I'm here to give it attention and the space so that it can self-correct. That's the key.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it kind of changes the way we approach this energy, and the narrative in the mind changes. It shifts into friendly welcoming. Consciously, deliberately, rather than unconscious reaction. No, I don't like this. I don't want to feel this. This shouldn't be happening. Not this again. That's just unconscious reaction. But you can become aware of what's going on and just checking in the body. And you know where it's tight. You know, you don't need to be told where it's tight. You know where it's tight. And then just talking to that part, talking to that energy with the respect. There's something there. That's how we meet them. Yeah, and you can play with it anywhere. In the shower, cooking, washing dishes, walking, driving, working. Yeah, because otherwise the attention is in the mind, in the stories. And the problem with the stories is when you pay attention to them, they multiply, they grow, they expand. Yes, because where the attention is going, that part is becoming more vivid and alive, or energized by attention. So if we energize the story, we miss the opportunity to release that tightness from the body, which when it's released, it no longer generates that story. So have fun with that and see how it goes.
Thanks.